Hello and welcome to the show. Today we have a very interesting show, something that's going on right down in downtown Schenectady. We're going to be talking to Jim Salengo, the Executive Director of the Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation. He's here, has joined us today. Welcome to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much for having me.
My pleasure to have you here. Why don't we start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Sure. I've been at the Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation for just about 4.5 years now. And it's really exciting for me to be down here working with all the revitalization of downtown because, I've been in the area for, I don't know, 22, 23 years. And the difference between what downtown is like today and what it was when I first came here is like night and day, and it's very exciting. And I also worked for about 14 years just up the street in Rotterdam at WMHT, so I've been in this general area for quite a while. And then I did have a stint for about 5 years at the Downtown Albany Business Improvement District right before I came to this organization, which sort of paved the way for me to come in and work in downtowns in Schenectady.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, you're right. There has been a lot of changes in downtown Schenectady, and the Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation seems like I've seen that name around. I see it in publications.
Sure.
And I know you have an office here. And your motto, "Building our future block by block."
Yep.
A lot of people are probably wondering, what exactly does DSIC do? What's their role? How are they involved with the changes going on in downtown Schenectady?
Yeah, absolutely. The DSIC, which is the acronym that most people call us by, because Downtown Schenectady Improvement Corporation is a mouthful, but what we are is a not-for-profit organization that works on behalf of the property owners and the businesses in downtown Schenectady. And what we do is provide supplemental services that are sort of above and beyond the normal services you'd get with your through the city with your municipal taxes. And everybody eligible properties within the district chip in a little above and beyond to put together a pool of money to help fund the programs and the services that we provide. It's the business improvement district concept, much as you see in a lot of communities in the area, in Albany, Troy, Upper Union Street, Scotia area. And we have a lot of different program areas that we do specifically for our property owners and our businesses in downtown.
And the district itself is focused in a certain part of the city, or does it include all of the city, or is it just...
No, it's downtown as we define it for our district. For those familiar with downtown, goes east-west from about Knott Terrace over to Schenectady County Community College, Washington Avenue, and then north-south from Union Street to usually back behind Proctor's, Erie Boulevard. That's generally the footprint of our downtown.
And I know I've been to some of your events. Now, as far as the history of the organization, how long has it been around?
In this iteration as a business improvement district, we've been around since 2001.
Okay.
Again, I can talk a little bit in a moment about some of the specific programs, but the organization itself, for the history buffs out there, was actually created back in 1977. As a district to manage the public parking lots in downtown. Okay. But over the years, as the needs changed in downtown, back in 2001, they changed the organization's mission to focus more on visual improvements and cleanliness and marketing for the downtown as the revitalization was really kicking in.
And I've had a chance, and talking about the mission, I see your mission statement on the website here, and I have had a chance to look through the website, very informative. For those watching at home, www.downtownschenectady.org is the website. And it talks a little bit about the mission and the history. And then it gets into some of the program areas.
Sure.
Maybe we can get into some of those.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that's probably the most visible that we do is what we call our Environmental Enhancement and Maintenance Program. And that is a program that's out on the street. We've got a clean team that's out there 7 days a week doing supplemental litter pickup. We do graffiti removal, weeding, supplemental snow removal in the winter, if we get some snow this winter. We saved a lot of money on salt last year. It really didn't snow that much. But we also do the flower baskets in the summer and the planters.
Yep, I remember seeing those.
Yeah, those always look great. They do a good job keeping those watered. And then coming up pretty soon, we'll be putting up the holiday decorations. We do wreaths, we do garland, just to really get the downtown in the holiday spirit. We also do a banner program in the downtown. So that's probably one of our most visible programs for the people who are coming into the downtown to eat or to shop or to go to a show. We also do a lot of marketing and communications as well.
And I see holiday lighting is another thing, all those lights you see.
Yeah. You'll see those on, State Street and the gateway to the Stockade and J Street and different areas of the downtown.
Yeah, well, people are probably wondering where those things come from, and now we have an answer.
There's a culprit behind it.
Yeah. These are little things that kind of make a difference in the community.
Right, exactly.
And you see some of these things going on during holidays and and they make a difference. The flower baskets, and it does change the feel just when you're in the downtown area itself.
Yeah, exactly. And when all that effort and time and money is being put into the revitalization of downtown, if it's cleaner, if it's attractive, if people have a good feeling and a good environment when they're down here, they're going to come back. Or if somebody experiences it and they're thinking of opening a business, they might give an extra thought to doing it in downtown Schenectady. So that's all a positive result of what we try to do.
And how about, you mentioned communications and marketing.
Yeah.
How about some of the things that go on with that?
Well, we have a couple of different. It takes a lot of areas. We've got some promotions that we do. We work closely with the Chamber of Schenectady County. We do Restaurant Week with them every February. This one's coming up February 18th, I want to say, and 2013. Our next one will be coming up. We do an event, a fun one, twice a year called the Merchant Mashup, where we get the businesses, the restaurants, and the retailers to work together to get people to come out for a fun night where they can browse and taste some free food and experience the business. And that's, people like to walk around, people like to see what's new down here. And then coming up in December, there's more than one thing that we do in that time of year, but we have our big holiday open house. That's always the first Saturday in December to help kick off the holiday shopping season. So those are events. And then we also do a lot of promotional pieces. Our Explore Downtown Schenectady magazine, we do, this is...
I see you have one there.
Right there. This is our most recent issue. We do that in partnership with the Daily Gazette, and that comes out quarterly and is available for free on our website, or you can pick it up at one of a number of locations around the area with really good stories on what's happening in downtown, long-form stories.
And can people pick it up in your office as well?
Yeah, our office is at 143 State Street.
Okay.
We're on the corner of State and Ferry on Lower State Street, so certainly can get those there. The Chamber office, Proctor's, a lot of the businesses, the restaurants have them as well. And we do a visitor guide, so people get a chance to see all the things that we have in downtown and sort of orient themselves with a map in there of where to go and how to contact. We do a dining guide, and then we do electronic communications. We send out a weekly e-newsletter.
And that's usually what I rely on. I
was going to say, I know you're on that list. That sort of
it's very informative.
It's a digest of all the big things that are happening in the week ahead. And then we have a Facebook page, and we do Twitter as well. So we're trying to keep up with it.
And to sign up for that, I don't remember what I did to sign up for it. I think I just went on your website.
Yes, if you go to the website, there's a button on the left where you can just click. It's free. You can opt in, opt out. It's really just informational. That e-newsletter comes every Wednesday afternoon for the weekend and the week ahead. It helps you plan out your time in downtown.
And that's www.downtownschenectady.org. For those of you watching at home. Restaurant Week. That was pretty successful, I think, last time around. It seemed like a lot of people participated, and I got to go to a few different places that I hadn't gone to before.
And that's the nice thing about Restaurant Week is, yes, there's a promotional price to get people out, but the important thing about it is it's getting people to really understand the great dining that we have, and not only in the downtown, but in other parts of the county as well, because doing it in cooperation with the Chamber, we have a little bit bigger of a footprint in the restaurants that participate. But sometimes people need a little extra incentive, especially in the winter and a time when you might opt to just stay in the house and cook in, to get out, get a good promotion and eat a meal in one of the many restaurants we have here. I think once you get a chance to experience them, you really fully understand the breadth of what we have available.
Well, and there was a few places where, again, it was a promotional promotional I guess price going on, and I tried a few different restaurants, and I found a few new places that I liked that I had never tried before, and I think that's the point of it.
Right, right.
And it works out very well. A lot of people were talking
All the
about
menus are up on the website,
Yeah.
so you can literally sit there and browse through and pick and choose what you want to try. And, you know, half the battle, I say, is getting people over the threshold into a new business. But if you can provide fun activities or events or promotions to encourage them to do that, it's really gratifying when you hear people say, "This is great.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this before. I want to experience it." And then very often you'll get a return customer, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, yeah. That's great to hear that these promotions are working. I guess let's talk about going through the website here. I know you had talked about some of the things that you do, and obviously that you have an office and there's some staff. What about the section here, internship opportunities?
Yeah.
There's opportunities for people to get involved with the organization.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, on a number of different levels. And the internship program is something that, being a small office, I mean, we're only 4 people in the office, and then we have 2.5 workers outside. But, you know, for the day-to-day work on the inside, I mean, there's a lot, to, you know, just going through what we've talked about, there's a lot. But having really smart students in the area, which we're very fortunate to have, who are interested in what we're doing and come in to help out, is remarkable. I mean, I get blown away just at how dedicated these students are when they come in and how hard they work. And we have a lot of different areas. If someone is in the areas of writing or communications, or someone is interested in urban planning, or learning a little bit more about you know, how cities work, because on some level we have to, you know, we work closely with the city and the county and Metroplex and the chamber, so sort of getting their feet wet in all the different ways that a community can work together. And then just really being creative and being out there and being an extra set of hands and an extra body that can help get the work done is great. And we've been very fortunate to have some really, really innovative, good students on staff part-time.
And I see there's some marketing and some graphic design even.
Yeah.
And if someone wanted to get involved, is there opportunities for students going to maybe the community college or
Oh, absolutely.
area? How would they contact you? Or just go on the website, or would they?
Yeah,
come
if
to
you
the
go to the
office?
website, there's an area, there's an intern area, and it kind of gives you that overview. And if you contact our office, either the info at downtown Schenectady, or if you just want to call the phone number and talk to our office manager, she'll give you the, her name is Gail, and she'll give you the information on how to send in an application. We'll set up an interview, and, you know, hopefully find a place for you if you're interested.
And we gave out the website. I'm going to give out that number, 377-9430.
Yes. Yep.
Or again on the website. This information is all on the website as well. Well, that sounds like a great opportunity for people trying to get involved.
Yeah,
in some
and
of the planning.
internships, and then for people who just are maybe looking to volunteer time, whether it be for a special project, a volunteer cleanup day. We've done many of those in the past where we'll get together on a Saturday morning. We'll target a few higher profile areas, landscaped areas, green areas, and just spend several hours pitching in, doing some extra cleanup. And it's a good community building activity as well, because it's a lot of fun, and the people who get involved with it are really dedicated to helping the community, so that's nice.
Now, you mentioned the city and the county, obviously.
Yep.
Now, the relationship between this organization and the local governments, what is the relationship? How do you, there's communication going on? And
Yep. You know, in terms of the city, you know, how we operate is that our, you know, it's a little academic in some ways, but our organization, again, runs the programming. Part of our funding comes from what's called the Downtown Special Assessment District that collects the money, and that's a special assessment district of the city of Schenectady. Okay. So there's that technical component of how we operate, but also in terms of just partnership and cooperation.
Yeah.
You know, we talk to folks in the city all the time. We work together on promotions closely with them on the holiday open house, because a lot of it's in City Hall.
Right.
We do a banner program in conjunction with the city that, you know, sort of a cooperative partnership. So it's really a nice working relationship. And the same thing with a lot of our other economic development partners down here. You know, we get together regularly and talk with in Metroplex because they have such a pivotal role in the large redevelopment of downtown. And the Chamber, of course, is a champion of the business community. So sitting at a table and really understanding that we all have a role and that we all work together like a puzzle in making this downtown thing happen is nice. The cooperation, the different players and the different help that we give each other is really, it's nice. It works well.
And each piece sort of complements the other.
Right. So we're making sure that we're clicking together, not duplicating efforts as much as you know, we need to be.
And if there's, I guess, a need for a new program or some other item or some other areas that they want to see happen, they would communicate with you and try and help move that along, or develop a new program, or develop things that need to be done in downtown.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about just having that ongoing line of communication.
Yeah.
You know, a perfect, quick example of something like that is there's a Downtown Schenectady Ambassador Program. That it's operated by the city mission, Mike Sicoscio. I mean, it's a great program, but that was born out of discussions in a cooperative meeting of a lot of these partners of, like, you know, how could a program like this help the mission but also help proctors, for instance, when people are coming down to see a Broadway show. They help people cross the street. They give out information. They welcome people to the community. And, you know, and we all now work together to help grow the program. We've done some fundraising to keep it going. We're hoping to work with the mission on expanding it. So when things come up like that, and if they click and they work, we can all kind of work together and
that is
put our resources into it.
And I've heard a lot about the Ambassador Program, and I heard it is very successful.
Well, you and I know, I want to get the opportunity to actually go out and be an ambassador for a night, so I'll snag you and we'll go out there.
Well, we'll have to try it out and see how it goes.
It's a lot of, I know people that have done it, and it's a lot of fun. So
yeah, and it's,
you can go incognito with your, you know, your red jacket and your hat, and we can be out there and just be one of the many.
Just in case people are wondering what these people are out there doing.
Right, experience it firsthand. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great to hear about these successful programs. And you talked about support. And I see on your website here there's a lot of ways to help. How can people get involved? How can they help?
Well, you know, one of the big ways that people could help out is to, you know, celebrate downtown at our biggest fundraising event of the year, which is actually a big celebration for downtown. I mean, we help organize it and run it, but it's not so much about us as it is about downtown, and that's our building block party. This year it's our 10th anniversary block party. It's coming up on Thursday, November 1st at Proctor's, 5:30. And it's like about 500 people that come out. We've got 25, 30 restaurants doing sampling. We've got a great silent auction. It's just a nice opportunity to come downtown, meet people, talk, interact. But, you know, one of the best parts of the nights is that we get to honor some of the businesses down here that are making a difference, what are called our Building Block Awards.
And I remember that from last year.
Yeah, so...
now, the recipients this year, are we allowed to
oh, yeah, they've been out there. Okay. Let's see if I remember them all. I mean, we do an established business that's been here for a while, so we've got, I'm going to use my cheat sheet to make sure I get everybody, but we've got our established business is Five Star Frame and Art Shop on Clinton Street, where I've been there for a long time, does a great job. New business, Downtown Custom Printwear, some Union College grads that have opened up a new business on Erie Boulevard. They do a great job. A not-for-profit, Schenectady Green Market, I think we all know about.
We've heard a lot about that.
Huge impact on downtown. For the arts and education, Northeast Ballet Company, that's been downtown for a long time. They're now at the new Schenectady Light Opera campus over on Liberty Street. Volunteer of the Year, Betty Carol Barlin. I think many people in the community may know Betty. She's been around. She does a lot of hard work. And then we're honoring two of our community members who are celebrating 10 years in Schenectady this year. Philip Morris for Proctor's, and Chuck Steiner, who's the president of the Chamber of Schenectady County. Both celebrating 10 years in Schenectady in 2012, so we're giving them a special recognition. So, and we do a nice, you know, PowerPoint presentation and sort of put them on the spot, and it's a nice event, you know.
And I know you've sent out invitations, but if people want to attend, again, is it the website, or was it easier to come in, or?
Yeah, I mean, actually, if you go to the website, I think
Yep.
right there on the homepage is information where you can click through and find out, pricing and information and everything else that goes along with it. So.
And of course, this is not the only event. There's other events through the year.
Yeah, and actually, here we are, getting in November already, which is kind of crazy to think about, but we've got a lot coming up for the holiday season.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, not everybody, but most people know about the parade. It's the Chamber of Schenectady County does the nighttime holiday parade. I mean, that's a fun, I mean, that is packed, every year.
Yes,
and that's
yes.
Saturday, November 17th, beginning at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
All along State Street from Community College all the way up to Lafayette Street, just past Proctor's.
Okay.
And we'll have the lighting of the city tree to kick off the parade that night, right over by Proctor's. So that's a fun night. And then our organization, again, because we work so closely for the downtown businesses, we've got our holiday open house I mentioned earlier. It's on
Yep.
Saturday, December 1st.
Okay.
And that's noon to 5. And that's, it's clustered around J Street, City Hall, that area, but we've got business specials, music, crafts for the kids, Santa Claus, horse and carriage, trolley rides, all the stuff you want to do.
Plenty to do.
At the holiday season, but we want you to do it in downtown.
Yeah.
And then there's a few just promotions that we do to get people, the buy local thing is really important. I mean, here in downtown, as in many downtowns, you have local independent business owners who are members of this community who work hard, and we try to highlight that as much as possible.
Yeah.
So, once again this year we're doing what we're calling our holiday shopping pass, which is an actual pass.
And I remember that from last year. Yeah.
Yeah, you bring it in, so you make a $30 purchase, you'll get your thing stamped. Once you fill up your card for $150, you can turn it in to win a downtown shopping spree. And last year, I think we got over $55,000 worth of value of cards turned back in, which is a nice number when you know that's going to the local economy.
Yeah.
And then we're doing a window decorating contest to make it more of a winter wonderland down here, and so we've got holiday fun coming up and more reasons for people to come down.
And your email is it's weekly, right? So because I see
yes, yep, it goes out mostly every Wednesday afternoon. On busy weeks, maybe Thursday morning, but
okay.
Most of the time it's Wednesday afternoon.
And it does a good job of keeping keeping people updated on what's going on week to week.
Yeah, instead of having to go to 10, 20 different websites, that thing is kind of as a digest where you can click out to their individual website to learn more about that restaurant or that entertainment venue, but it's kind of a snapshot.
And for people interested at home, I would definitely recommend the email because it does give you a little summary, and it's nice to just kind of look at it real quick, see if there's something you're interested in, and then you can move on with the rest of your day.
And it's easy to forget about. You hear like something is coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, when was that again? And then when that pops up, you're like, oh, that's this weekend. I guess I better buy a ticket.
Yeah, that's exactly. So the event, November 1st, coming up, next event, the block party, the building blocks party.
Yes.
5:30 at Proctor's. You can sign up at www.downtownschenectady.org. Last thing I want to talk about, corporate donations. Is that
we're very
people can get involved in?
Yes, in a variety of ways. I mean, the building block party is a great avenue for corporate sponsors to come in at different levels and support the organization, support downtown in a large way. But throughout the year, with everything we've talked about, from our publications to the email to our visitor guides, there's opportunities for people to take out sponsorships or advertising. So it's a nice way to support the pieces to make sure that they can continue, but at the same time, of course, a business can get some extra promotion by having a visitor guide out at a lot of places around the greater capital region, or at the mall, or maybe at a downtown business. You get that little bit of extra exposure. So if anybody has any interest in terms of corporate sponsorships and what we have available, just contact me at the office, and would be happy to go over the options.
And it's sort of a way to reinvest back in the community,
right?
And you also get some promotional value out of it.
Exactly,
which is nice.
Yep.
And that number at your office again, 377-9430.
Correct.
And we have the website. We have just a little bit of time left. Anything else you want people watching at home to know about DSIC?
Well, again, you know, downtown. I guess it's more about downtown Schenectady. Is that what I want to really impress on people? Is that downtown is changing incredibly fast, and it's getting better and better every day. Again, when I first was here 20 some odd years ago, I remember like walking down to State Street as a fresh kid right out of college, looking for something to do, and the options were really limited. But you come down today, you stand down the middle of State Street, you've got a beautiful movie theater. You've got a hugely expanded, thriving Proctor's Theater. You've got any number of restaurants. You've got just beautiful facades in a really nice-looking downtown. You've got the historic district in the Stockade within walking. And Erie Boulevard is, our biggest street is undergoing a renovation right now.
Yep, we see that.
But when that's done, that's going to be a beautiful gateway to and from downtown Schenectady.
Yeah, sure
So I would just encourage the viewers to, if you haven't been to downtown in a while, and you're thinking well, maybe what it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, come down now, because I think there's definitely going to be a
big change.
Eyes wide open and being very, very impressed.
Yeah, and once the pieces all come together, like I said, Erie Boulevard and some of these other projects that are going on, I guess it's a great way to stay involved, is to take advantage of some of these promotions. And I did take advantage of Restaurant Week. I keep bringing that up, but
sure.
it really works. I think it does work, and a lot of people were talking about it. So I'll give out that website one more time, www.downtownschenectady.org. The event, November 1st, 5:30 at Proctor's. You can sign up right on the website.
Yeah, come out December 1st too for the holiday open house. Have a good time.
I've been to these events before, and they really are worth it. It's worth the time. You get to meet a lot of people, and kind of mingle with the businesses, the local businesses that are in the area.
Right, because I'll be as happy to see you as you will be to see them. So.
Well, Jim, I want to thank you for being on the show.
My pleasure.
And as new things develop, we're going to invite you back on to talk about some of the new programs and some of the things that are going on in downtown Schenectady. I appreciate it. Thank you again, and thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next month with a brand new show. Thank you.